pregnant women.
Right, yes.
In intensive care, the battle to save those seriously ill from COVID continues every day.
You've been sick for a long time, but you're very safe now.
But worryingly, at London's King's College Hospital and across the UK, in recent months there has been a steady increase in the number of infected pregnant women becoming severely ill.
The disease can range from relatively mild in intensive care terms, but sadly there have also been cases where that hasn't happened and women have died. It's incredibly upsetting for all of our staff, but for their families as well. It's devastating. The loss of such a young person and the loss of potential life is terrible.
This is what can keep someone with COVID alive when everything else has failed. It's an ECMO machine, effectively a lung bypass that takes over the job of putting oxygen into someone's blood. And the number of pregnant women who've needed ECMO life support has become disproportionately high. Between July and September, 118 patients with COVID were kept alive this way, and 20 of them, 1 in 6 of that total, were mums-to-be. Of those women, 19 were unvaccinated, the 20th having had a single jab.
We'll all know women who are pregnant, so please, remember to say, if you've had the vaccine, that it's safe, to say, there is advice out there if you're concerned, to say, contact your midwife or your healthcare team. Let's have that conversation.
Vaccination not only protects the mother, her immunity transfers to the unborn child, so they're protected as well. In stark contrast, COVID raises the risk of miscarriage and premature birth as well as serious illness. But critics say there's been too much focus on vaccine safety rather than that COVID risk.
What we've been concerned about is not getting that clarity of evidence-based information out there on risks and benefits of the vaccine, but also the risks of COVID-19, so that people really can make an informed decision.
Is it right if I just have a quick look at your tummy?
Of course, yeah.
With her baby due in a week, Hannah is pleased she chose to get both her vaccinations.
I think I was, in the beginning, very kind of concerned about the evidence, but actually having read up about various studies and also that the vaccine had been out for quite a while by the time I had it, I kind of decided that the risks were just too great not to have it.
It is understandable many pregnant women feel hesitant about the COVID jab, but the evidence is now clear. Catching COVID can have extremely serious consequences for a mum-to-be and their unborn child, and vaccination offers women protection from that risk. Catherine Jones, 5 News.